All right, so now I'm going to show you a little bit about Blackboard, and then after that I'll show you a little bit about my T-Lab. The first thing is we've got an announcements page. It's going to say, hey, you're in week 1. Why does that matter? There are 18 weeks in a semester. The 18th week is finals week. And the first week, right, second week, through the 17th week, you'll be doing stuff. You'll be learning things. And so if you're in my online class, you'll come into lectures, and you'll click on lectures to watch, and you'll notice, hey, week 1, 2, 3, 4. And so that announcements page is always going to show you what week we're in. Sometimes I'm a day or two late in updating it just because I got busy. But it'll show you what day of the week we're in, or what week we're in of the semester. And then you'll come in here like we're in week 3, and you'll watch the week 3 lectures. There are a lot of lectures in here. The textbook is also very thorough. You just need to learn the material. I don't care how you learn it. If you watch the lectures, great. If you read the textbook, great. Do whatever works best for you. The main thing is for you to learn the material. If you do both, great. You know, sometimes I really think I explain things well. It works well for me. And so, you know, you could try my style and see if the way I explain it works for you, and you could also try the textbook and see if that works well. But absolutely, you know, come in and look through the lectures. And I really think that, you know, if I had to choose just one lecture to watch, or just a few lectures to watch, here under week 2, how computers work with, you know, coding schemes, zeros and ones, generations of computers, circuits, switches, terminology, right? Those are really important right there. But, you know, like here in week 1, right, where I'm like talking about gratitude, you know, it's like, it's something I think is like good to sort of lay a foundation before you begin learning, just to kind of have the right mindset. It's kind of like a coach giving a team a talk before they go out for the game, right? It's like, let's get our game mind on, let's have the right mindset. And so, you know, some of that stuff in here, you might just be like, I don't need to learn about gratitude. I got a pretty good attitude. And you might just skip that if you want. And then some of the other things in here are a little bit more philosophical, about where I talk about tech being a tool. And, you know, it can be used for good or for bad. So just like a knife or a gun, right? A gun could be used to hunt, to provide food for your family, or it could be used for crime or war, right? And so likewise, a gun is a tool. It could be used for good or for bad. And technology, computers are a tool. They could be used for good or for bad. And so I talk about that. And you might think, well, I'm not going to be hacking, so I won't be using my computer for bad. But, you know, we explore that concept in more depth. And, you know, a lot of times people have cell phones and they drive and they're texting. And that's actually one of the ways we're using a tool and we're not using it skillfully. We're using it in a way that could harm ourselves or others. And so that's some of the stuff we reflect on in those lectures. But anyhow, that's the lectures. That's how they relate to the weeks on the announcements page. Syllabus, you'll also in the online class have discussions. And I'm making a distinction here for the classes because I have both an online class and an in-person class. So the in-person class doesn't have discussions. We just have those discussions right in the classroom. But I think you were looking at me the entire time. I was scrolling at the lecture videos there, but okay. You could go onto the website and look at it, go on Blackboard. So anyhow, discussions are also by week. The deadlines, due dates in the class. Again, if you refer to the syllabus, there's this area right here that says class deadline. And the ultimate deadline in the class is that, and so you just look at that. And it also says due dates. Official class discussions are due at the end of every week by Sunday midnight or before I grade them. Everything else in this course is due before the last day of the course. So there you have it. And that doesn't mean that you should wait until the last 2 weeks to try to get everything done, because you won't be able to get everything done if you wait until the last 2 weeks. I don't know what else to say about that. You should really try to, like, as you work through things, try to do them when they should be done. So the discussions, you can see here, this is week 1's discussion, week 2's discussion. You want to make sure you do those during the week we're in. And then you could also see here under assignments, I'm back. We have week 1 right there, all of those assignments. And we have week 2, all of those assignments. And we have week 3, all of those assignments. And you just do the assignments in the week we're in. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. So in Blackboard, the 2 main things you're doing is you're watching lectures, you're participating in discussions. Those are both for the online class students. And then you're doing assignments, and you are also doing what else? Assignments and discussions, that's it. So these are the things where you earn your money in the class. This is where you earn your grade. Discussions and assignments for the online students, and the in-person students just doing the assignments. That's where you earn your grade in the Blackboard portion of this class. That's half the class. That's half your grade. That's where you earn half your grade. Last thing to point out is there's some extra credit assignments, and then after that you can come in here and you can see your grade right in there, right? And it'll show you a percentage score at the bottom. That's half your grade. I just can't reiterate that enough because people seem to get confused about it. So I just want to make sure that I try to make that as clear as possible. What's the last thing I want to point out? There's one more thing I want to point out. So on the assignments page, when you come to assignments, you have these different assignments that you'll do. And you know, you'll say, okay, how do I do this? You can watch this video to see how to do it, and it'll show you how to do it. Some of these assignments, I made these videos a little while ago, and their videos are a little bit, some of them might be a little bit dated. So if you come across one that's like doesn't make sense or is totally dated, just like send me an email and let me know, and I'll make a new video for it. But that's like, you guys are the quality control for future students and for yourselves, current students. When you come across a video that's like, well, you know what, that didn't really make sense, send me an email and I'll make a new video and update the video for whatever thing you're doing. So I think you're going to enjoy a lot of these assignments on Blackboard. And I'm not editing well, sorry. But anyhow, that's where you come in to do them, and they're pretty great. So sorry for the rambly video. It's late. It's Friday. School starts Monday. I'm hungry, and I just need to get this out. So there it is. And have fun. When you have questions, just send me an email or send me a text message. And all my contact information is here on the syllabus. The syllabus is really a super important document. There it is on the syllabus. Syllabus is a really important document, so make sure that you are looking at that in all your classes.